Sometimes the betting markets tell you all you need to know about a game without even handicapping the game. All you got to do is look at the betting markets. And there's a game like that today. Let's break it down. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com with a double gamer big game breakdown. And we're going to start with the Tigers and Rays. We'll also talk about the Dodgers and Brewers before this video is through. But let's start with the Tigers and the Rays. All right. And I said, sometimes the betting markets tell you all you need to know to handicap a game. Let me give you an example. You see a total at Wrigley Field sitting at, 12.5 and juice to the over. You don't want to bet the under in that game. The wind is blowing out. You can expect a slugfest. And even though the line is really high, or the total is really high, the over is the only way I would bet that game. Same field at Wrigley, total sitting at 7. You don't want to bet the over. The wind's blowing in. You can expect a pitcher's duel. How does that relate to the Tigers and the Rays? Let's talk about it. Looking at my odds logic live odds screen right now. Tampa minus 120 road favorites against Detroit. That's right. The Rays are road favorites. Now, the Tigers are top 4 in profitability full season. Right there with Houston and Toronto and the LA Angels. They're 30-14 at home. They've won more than 2/3 of their games on this field. And of course, if you win 2/3 of your games, what does that equate to? A no-vig line of minus 200. They're home dogs today. The no-vig line for Detroit at home this year will be higher than minus 200. They just overtook the Yankees on the future board this past week. Now they're favorites to win the American League. But the betting markets are giving us Detroit as home dogs against Shane Baz and the Rays today. Why are they dogs? For good reason. That's why. And when you see a team like Detroit as home dogs in a spot where you're like, what? The Tigers plus price at home? What gives? I'm going to tell you what gives, but clearly the betting markets are saying Detroit's not the play today. It's Tampa or pass. And again, you don't have to agree with the betting marketplace, but over the long term, the sharp money is sharp for a reason. So why are the Tigers home dogs here? Well, let's see. They're coming off not just a medium intensity series. That was a max intensity series against Cleveland this past weekend. They win 2-1 on Friday, intense all the way. They win 1-0 on Saturday, intense all the way. Yesterday, 7-2 final, but don't be fooled. The Tigers trailed that game 1-0 in the ninth. They didn't get a hit, but they got a hit batsman, a stolen base, a ground out, and a wild pitch to get them the tying run, and then scored 6 in the 10th. Is there urgency for Detroit? No. They lead the American League by 13.5 games. All right? Or the AL Central, I should say, by 13.5 games. They're coming off a maximum intensity triple game drama series, and they get to come home and exhale. You know, AJ Hinch. That was an incredible win for us, and in dramatic fashion. It's exhale time for the Tigers here. Plain and simple, and the markets are telling us that. And of course, not like Detroit was tearing the cover off the ball offensively. They scored only 4 runs in regulation time in the 3-game set. The bullpen got used heavily in high leverage spots all weekend. Yeah, this might not be the best spot for Detroit, and the markets are telling us that pretty clearly. Before I talk about Tampa Bay and how I would play this game, I do want to let you know about what's going on right now at WagerTalk.com. Clients and I enjoyed a perfect weekend in MLB. Not a ton of action, but nonetheless, everything we put out for the clients was a W. Looking to keep that going today. A single best bet in Major League Baseball action. And of course, I'm talking NFL in July. The win report out now. If you're interested in long-term profitability, 103-52 over my 24-year sample size with the NFL win total report, 17-4 with the big tickets, another profitable year last year, another right side winner with the big ticket release last year. You can get it right now. Visit my page, wt.buzz/TC, to get that win report. But my advice is don't buy it. Get a package. NFL full season. You get that package or the win report for free. And you can use promo code NFL100. Right now, take $100 off the NFL full season package. Again, that's every play from the first week of the preseason through the Super Bowl, including the season win report. wt.buzz/TC, promo code NFL100. Take $100 off. So here's Tampa Bay, all right, who, number one, we like Shane Baz a fair bit. And the guy hasn't lost since the middle of May. 5 wins, 3 no decisions in his last 8 outings. And boy, he's been pitching well of late. Last 2 starts, 8 scoreless innings against Kansas City, 9 strikeouts, and then pretty good hitting Athletics team. He struck out 11 Athletics in 7 innings. So not only is he eating up innings and getting strikeouts, he's not taking L's. The Tigers are starting Keter Montero. This is his first big league outing since June 19th. He's bounced back and forth with Toledo all season. And Montero can eat up a handful of innings. He's not going to go deep into the game. He's okay. Baz is better. Tampa's the play in this one. If I'm playing, I'm laying. Odds Logic Live Odds Screen -120. Shop around. You can find a little bit better than that. It's raise or pass for this better. We appreciate the likes very, very much. Comment below. Tell me what you think about this game or the second one. I want to talk about Milwaukee and the Dodgers. And of course, we're approaching 210,000 subscribers on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to WagerTalk on YouTube, and you get instant alerts every time these videos go live. Let's talk about the Dodgers and the Brewers. And again, looking at my Odds Logic Live Odds screen, we're looking at LA -130, -135. There's -128s out there. Fairly short for the Dodgers when it comes to what we've seen for LA price tags this season. Total, there's some 8 juice to the unders. There's some 7.5 juice to the overs in this ball game. I'm going to talk more about the total and the side. I want to tell you what I wrote. This is what I wrote about the Dodgers last week. It was just prior to their, I think it was the first game of that series against the Astros. Quote, the Dodgers lead the majors in hits, home runs, runs scored, batting average, slugging percentage, total bases, and OPS. They're number 2 in walks and on-base percentage. Number 1 through number 9 in the lineup are dangerous. There are no easy outs against this lineup. Just look at the results. Dave Roberts' squad has scored 5 runs or more in 6 straight games and 9 of their last 10, winning 7 of those games by multi-run margins. That was then, again, not that long ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago. This is now. Teddy covers WagerTalk.com with another big game breakdown, the Brewers and the Dodgers. And since I wrote that, the Dodgers got outscored 29-6, swept at home by the surging Astros this past weekend. The bats have officially cooled off. Now they have injury concerns as well. The Brewers' bats have cooled off too. They've been held to 3 runs or less 4 times in their last 5 games. So we're talking about 2 teams that in theory have some potent offenses. The current form says not so much. And we're talking about 2 legit aces on the hill. Before I talk about the pitching, again, I want to ask you a very simple favor. If you like this video, if you like these types of videos, boom, hit that like button. Makes all the difference. We appreciate all the comments. Agree, disagree. It's okay to disagree with me. I won't be mad at you. It takes all kinds to have a betting marketplace, and it takes all kinds of opinions to have a betting marketplace. And of course, if you haven't done so, again, we're approaching 210,000 subscribers on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Today's a great day to subscribe, and you'll get all of our content. Boom, instant alerts when it goes live. Do want to let you know also about what's going on today on my page. Perfect weekend in MLB. Not a lot of action, but we won everything we put out. I'll take that anytime. Single best bet tonight, backed by 100% angle. Get it on my page, wt.buzz/TC. And of course, we're talking NFL season wins, 103-52, lifetime 17-4 with the 5% big tickets. Use promo code NFL100. Take $100 off the full season package. That'll get you every play, every day from the first week of the preseason through the Super Bowl. No bullshit. No make you buy something else. Every play, every day. Start of the season to the end. And of course, you'll get that season win report right now. Take $100 off NFL100 as your promo code if you want to get on board with that full season package. So we got 2 legit aces when we're talking about the Dodgers and the Brewers. In fact, 2 pitchers who are going to the All-Star game. Freddie Peralta for Milwaukee, who's been strong, and he's actually had good results against the Dodgers, for what it's worth. And of course, Yoshi Yamamoto, who's a legit Cy Young candidate. I know he's not going to win when we think about some of the aces in the National League, considering what Skeens is doing, obviously what Wheeler's doing. Yamamoto's well beyond those two when it comes to getting love from the Cy Young betting marketplace. That being said, the guy's a freaking ace. He's got 109 strikeouts in 96 innings. He's been in excellent current form of late. And of course, Milwaukee hasn't seen him before. So, and Yamamoto, like Peralta, all-star. These are two good pitchers. Of course, the wind's blowing in from left field. And this is a scenario where I don't really want to worry about the bullpens. I want starter versus starter. But first 5 innings under 4 makes a whole lot of sense to this better. Not going to go full game. Let's go ace versus ace. 2 lineups that have cooled off. Under 4 is my best bet for the Brewers and the Dodgers. We appreciate those likes. We appreciate those comments. We appreciate those of you who subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Best of luck with all your bets on Monday. And thanks for watching WagerTalk TV. Cheers.